The stories that have dominated headlines in the past week, and the country has seen an increase in service delivery protests in the past few weeks. This week, Diepsloot, the residents there taking to the streets over the high levels of crime in their community. Leaders marched to the union buildings to demand that President Cyril Ramaphosa intervene. Yesterday, the Primrose residents, that's now in Ekurhuleni, they say they are fed up with water and power outages, demanding that the City of Ekurhuleni officials account for the lack of services. To reflect on these two major stories this past week, we are joined by the Diepsloot leader, and he is sitting in studio here with me, Loyiso Toyita, and Makenosi, I think that is Makenosi, Maroo, and that is the spokesperson from Randwater. There you see her. She joins us via the virtual platform. To both of you, thank you very much for making the time for this conversation. Let's start with you, Mr. Toyita. You went to the union buildings on the issue of Diepsloot. Yes. It's crime in the main there. What has been the discussions with the people from the President's office, and do you think that you have been listened to, and at least somehow you will have a resolution?
Indeed, we do think that they've listened to us for the fact that they've opened their doors and gave us an audience to listen to our grievances. If you remember, in the past, we had several issues related to crime, and then where the Minister of Police came in our community and addressed those issues. What we have found out that the resolutions or the plans that he will bring about are not permanent plans, they are temporary. So we've decided to say, since some of the issues are not related to his department, let's engage the presidency so that the presidency can bring along together with him the Ministry of Women Settlement, together with Justice, together with Police and Home Affairs, so that these ministries can be able to resolve all the problems that we think are the cause of crime in our area.
Let me pick up on this, and it will probably be your final addition to this discussion, and that is that all of the ministries you mentioned, well, at least a good part of them, they did descend to Diepsloot.
Exactly.
At the time that that community was up in arms.
Exactly.
But yet again, we are here, and there is no permanent resolution. What will bring the ultimate solution to the problem of crime in Diepsloot, in your view?
Our findings, Goli, is that Home Affairs will do its part, Police will do its part. Last year, people were sent to court, and in Randwater court, they were released on bail, illegal immigrants. Then the question was, how do you then release people on bail who are in the country illegally? The second issue, police will complain that there are areas as police that we cannot access with our vans. So I've said Human Settlement Ministry must join along so that we can be able to formalize our area so that it can be accessible. That's how we think that a permanent solution can be reached if these four ministries, instead of working against each other, they can work to complement one another.
Ms. Maroo, let's bring you into the conversation. Yours specifically relates to the area of Primrose in Ekurhuleni. Those residents there say they've been without water for a very long time. What is Randwater saying about the situation there? What actually is the problem? I think you're muted, sorry. All right.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Got you now.
Good. Good morning, Koli, and good morning to your viewers. Koli, when you say for a long time, I think we need to understand precisely from when, because we need to explain that as Randwater, we provide bulk water to a municipality, and then the municipality will provide water to customers. So we need to understand exactly for how long. Yes, we had issues during the month of June where we had power trips and power dips. So we need to understand precisely the time period when they started not having water, and then we can just establish exactly what happened.
Is the municipality not able to communicate that exactly, or is it Eskom perhaps that you need to work closely with?
We're working closely with the municipality and Eskom, but in this instance, where there are issues, a municipality is supposed to be communicating with the residents, because we, as Randwater, we communicate with an individual municipality where the problem lies.
So what's the estimated time of restoring water to that area, or you're unable to say?
Look, at the moment we are pumping at full capacity. The system is taking time to recover, but we are pumping at full capacity. So it's very difficult for me to give you an indication to say tomorrow or by tomorrow or today, but we are pumping at full capacity.
Makenosi, Maroo, let me thank you very much for your time. She speaks for Randwater, and unfortunately that's all the time we have for this discussion. Mr. Toyita, let me thank you very much for making it to studio. We hope that a permanent resolution to the problem of crime, because you cannot be burying people week in, week out. It's terrible.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much for making the time to come here. Loyiso is a community leader in the community of Diepsloot.